Imagine you're at Mount Everest base camp at 5,300 meters above sea level. You're essentially standing on top of Mont Blanc. It's cold and it's windy and you've been stuck here for weeks. Your goal? The summit. You came here to stand on top of the world. But now, you're not so sure. Sometimes climbing a career ladder can feel like climbing Mount Everest. You reach out to, you aim to reach the top. You start the climb, you reach roles of responsibility mid-senior level, and then you get stuck. You might feel tired from the climb, and you start wondering, do I actually want to continue climbing? Or is it my parents, society, others telling me that that's what I'm supposed to do? And anyway, how many people ever reach the top and at what sacrifice? Climbing Mount Everest is the ultimate adventure. At 9,000 meters, this giant requires months of preparation, technical mastery, a team, and serious sacrifice. Just reaching base camp is a major achievement. Most people don't summit. They reach base camp, they pause, and they get stuck. Sometimes for days, sometimes for weeks, waiting for the ideal window, the perfect weather to dare the final summit. So here we are, beautiful day at base camp. The skies are clear, the wind is whispering across the snow. You unzip your tent, you step out and you look up. There it is, the summit, towering silently. And you feel the adrenaline. And you feel the fatigue, the weight of how far you've come. And you start wondering, do I want to continue climbing? Or is it my parents, society, others telling me that that's what I'm supposed to do? And if I make it to the top, then what? I might enjoy the view for a few moments. But then quite quickly I realize it's actually a really harsh environment. There's very little oxygen and you're quite lonely. So eventually you have to come back down anyway. So here you are at base camp and you look down and you see new paths. New paths you haven't noticed before. New paths that will take you somewhere else entirely. And you ask yourself, what do I want to do now? I had that moment. Professionally, I reached my base camp. I was playing with the big boys and the big girls for a while. Some of it I loved. Other parts drove me crazy. The responsibility and the need for taking tough decisions was weighing heavily on my shoulders. And I looked up at what it would take to go further. The intensity, the politics, the sacrifice, at what cost, with no guarantee that I'd make it or that I'd enjoy it at the top. And then I looked down to this beautiful mountain lake where my kid was playing and my partner was lounging in a chaise longue, coding happily. Loving his work, getting his hands dirty, and creating something concrete. At that moment, it was as crystal clear as the lake water. I want this. I'll find something to do at the lake too. In fact, I've had tons of ideas for years, but I was too busy being busy, too busy climbing the ladder, jumping on opportunities. Just think about it. You have a choice. Even at base camp, especially at base camp, you can choose a new path. Just make sure it aligns with what matters most to you. We all have our Everests. A career we've been pursuing, a leadership role we worked hard to earn, an identity we built step by step. And then we get stuck. Not because we failed, but because we reached so far. You might be working in the humanitarian world, in the non-profit world, and you've been in the field for a decade, and now you find yourself stuck at headquarters, far away from the people you set out to serve. Or you're an expert in your field, and the only way up is into general management, and that's not who you are or you want to be. Or you're just tired, wondering if there's something, if it's okay to want something different. It is. It is okay to feel that way. And it is okay to choose a different path. So what is your Everest? Are you still climbing it because you want to, or because you think you have to? Because the peak is not the goal. It's the path, the experience, the journey. It's the people we meet, it's the connections we make on the way. It's the moments we live fully, here and now. So choose. Not based on what you expected to do, but what truly matters to you.